Welcome back to the Isle of Man and the Commonwealth Youth Games, where the focus now switches to cycling and the women's road race. Dame Kelly Holmes among the many spectators lining the route. Individual and team medals up for grabs in this one. The English and Welsh girls should feature prominently, and so too the Australians, but conditions far from ideal. The surface very damp and greasy as well, with the Australians to the fore, with the English and Welsh girls as expected. There are representatives from Northern Ireland, Malaysia, Canada and Namibia taking part in this one. Coming up to begin the final lap of the circuit, and as expected, it's still anybody's race. There are a dozen riders in the pack. However, there are only 3 medals available, of course, so an exciting final circuit in prospect. So far, no one trying to make a break for it, and we could well have all 12 girls attacking the finish line. It's Amy Roberts of Wales who heads the pack, with Jess Allen, who already has silver from the time trial, in second. The other Welsh rider, Eleanor Parker, featuring prominently. So too the other Australians, and the English riders are not far off the front either. So it's Roberts from Allen, with Parker in third. Here they come, and it's Lucy Garner of England who looks to have timed it to perfection. Garner will take the gold. Emily Roper will grab silver for Australia, with bronze for England's Hannah Barnes to go with her time trial gold. Jess Mundy and Eleanor Barker just missing out. It's also gold for England in the team category, with Australia getting silver and another cycling bronze for the Welsh pair.
Malaysia and India served up a trilogy of battles in the badminton quarter-finals, starting with this mixed doubles match. Teo and Chow of Malaysia finally overcame the Indian pairing of Fandarang and Rane 2-0 to secure their spot in the semi-finals, while they will play the English duo of McCarthy and Westwood. Reese Walker moved into the men's singles semi-finals after beating Eddie Hung of Australia by the same score, in front of Olympic golden girl Dame Kelly Holmes. The drama of the day, though, was supplied by Zulfadi Zulkifli, who was in some distress during his quarter-final. The Malaysians' display of courage to bravely overcome the injury and India's Prafull Joshi in a 3-game thriller was one of the highlights of the game so far. India and Malaysia continued their on-court rivalry in the women's doubles competition, with one of the closest matches of the tournament so far. The number 2 seeds of Kukapali and Sindhu, however, could not wrestle the important points from the Malaysian pairing of Chea and Yang and dropped to a narrow 2-0 defeat.
Unfortunately, far from ideal conditions at the Athletic Stadium. Coming up is the second heat of the men's 400 metres hurdles. It's George Freeman in lane 2 for Australia, Keon Joseph of Barbados in lane 3. Lane 4 belongs to Johan Pretorius from South Africa, with England's Sam Maguire in lane 5. Durgesh Kumar of India and England's Jacob Paul have already secured their places in the final. But Bangle, the Australian, and South Africa's Christian Mouton are having to sweat it out to see if they will join them as the fastest losers. It's the first 2 across the line who qualify automatically. It's Joseph who successfully negotiates the last set. He'll go through. Pretorius looks like he'll join him, but will Freeman and Maguire make the cut also? They have to be inside 53.84, which they're not. A much slower heat, that one, and heat winner Joseph would have taken 5th in heat 1 with that time. Confirmation of the result, and just Joseph and Pretorius qualify for the final from this one. And the first heat of the women's 200 metres is underway. It's Leo Mutu in lane 1, Balana of Cameroon in lane 2, Miles of Guyana in lane 3, lane 4 is Delancey of the Turks and Caicos Islands, Taylor of Australia in 5, and Joseph of Antigua and Barbuda is a non-starter. And it looks like Sophie Taylor, the Australian, has got this one sewn up. Letitia Miles of Guyana is second, with Marie-Michelle Balana of Cameroon hoping to make a semi-final place as one of the fastest losers. Serena Delancey will cross the line in 4th, with Brittany Leomutu 5th. Confirmation of the result, the top 2 going through to what will be 3 semi-finals. Heat 2 gets underway. Lambert of Scotland in lane 2. Cogbo from Sierra Leone in lane 3. Lane 4 is Eora of Nauru, with Matalhaku of Botswana in lane 5 and Rathnayaka of Sri Lanka in lane 6. Oungu Matalhaku setting the early pace, but Cogbo in lane 3 and Chloe Lambert for Scotland are showing strongly. It's between those 3 as to who will qualify automatically. Cogbo is fading. Lambert and Matalhaku push on. They take the top 2 spots, with Eora of Nauru 4th and Rathnayak of Sri Lanka in 5th. A good time from Cogbo, and she should make it through to the semi-finals as one of the fastest losers, but Matalhaku and Lambert have confirmed their places. More medal success in the cycling for Australia, this time in the men's road race, but it was a photo finish with 5 riders crossing the line together, less than a second covering them. It was Caleb Ewan grabbing the gold. Owen Doyle of Wales putting the disappointment of missing out on a medal in the time trial by grabbing silver ahead of Jack Beckinsale. John Dibben and Jay Julius, the unfortunate pair who miss out on a rostrum placing. Back on the track and heat 4 of the men's 200 metres. Lane 2 is Rod Wainwright of Australia, 3 is Taylor Jackson of Niue, 4 is New Zealand's Dalton Coppins. Scott Clark of Bermuda goes in lane 5, and Tahir Walsh of Antigua and Barbuda, the 100 metres gold winner, he's in lane 6. And it's Coppins and Walsh who are cruising to the finish line. The Bermudan Scott Clark is in 3rd. So Walsh and Coppins go through, with Clark 3rd, Wainwright 4th and Jackson 5th. Heat 2 of the women's 100 metres hurdles. Yasmin Miller for England, Margaret Gahan of Australia, Canada's Deshonda Morrison, Mackenzie Keenan of New Zealand and Yasmin Milne of Scotland. And it looks like it's Miller who will take it. Gahan is 2nd, Morrison is 3rd. So Miller of England and Australia's Gahan go through automatically, along with the Canadian Morrison and Keenan of New Zealand.
The ladies' event took place at the first of today's 2 gymnastic venues, and England's Abby Craig looked to be on course for gold with high scores in 3 of the 4 disciplines, but a low score on the bars left her with bronze. While New Zealand's Brittany Robertson scooped silver, it was more Welsh gold for Angel Romeo, a string of consistent scores sealing her win. And this victory brought the country its 3rd gold. The men's event was at the National Sports Centre. Harry Owen gave Wales bronze. Jay Thompson earned England silver, his high score on the horizontal bar, one of the highlights of the competition. But Dominic Cunningham was the gold medalist here today, a very polished performance all round, and he knew it too. And it helped England's dominance on the day, topping the medals table ahead of Australia.
Much better weather for the final of the men's 2,000-metre steeplechase, and a 2-way fight for gold between Zach Seddon of England and Zachariah Kiprotich of Uganda. And once the Englishman kicked for home, the Ugandan knew he was beaten. Bronze for Dioye of South Africa, with Cox of Australia 4th and Kurong of Uganda in 5th, but it's another medal for England in the shape of gold for Seddon. In Here we go with the men's 400 metres final. Clovis, a song of England, the favourite. He goes in lane 4. Kishoyan of Kenya in lane 5 leads, but a song is on his shoulder. It's all about these two. And the African is being passed. The big, powerful Englishman looking so strong toward the line. Surely he'll claim gold. Kishoyan is second, and Caddick should pip Conradi for fourth. Gold and bronze for England, with Kenya picking up the silver, and the growing reputation of Clovis Asong continues to expand with a very assured performance.
The Rugby Sevens tournament started in the sunshine today with 8 nations taking part in 2 groups, and all 12 group matches will be played today. The quarter-finals take place after lunch tomorrow, with the final due to start under lights at 7:30. You can see the highlights of both days in tomorrow's programme.
Well, the medals are being won left, right and centre. It's England and Australia who are bagging the most at present. That's all for now. Join us again next time at the Commonwealth Youth Games from the Isle of Man.